everyone. I have decided to create a video for all of you crafters and consultants to show you how I do my video setup and to take a look at the video editing software I use. I decided to take a break from crafting this week to do this because I have been getting some wonderful little emails and private messages asking me to show you individually how I do this. And as much as I would love to talk to each one of you one-on-one, I found that it's much easier to just show you how in a video. So the first thing you need to know is I create and make all of my videos in a 9x9 space. I don't have a massive lighting studio. I don't have a huge craft area. I don't even have a camera assistant. I do this all on my own in between working 3 jobs. So the things that you're going to see in this video are very basic, very rudimentary, and very affordable, all right? I just wanted you guys to know that up front. I am not a professional by any means. I am simply doing this video to help all of those who have been sending me all those little messages so that you can see how I set up things for YouTube and you can see how easy it is to get started creating crafting videos. I also want you to know that I am going to be showing you the lights that I use, the video editing software, and the camera mount. All of these are suggestions. I want you to go out and research and find things that work for you. Links to the items that I use are going to be found in the description below, but in all honesty, I really want you to find things that do work for you and your own crafting videos, okay? All right, so are we ready to get started?
If you follow my blog, you will recognize this space. I call it my all-purpose space or my messy zone. This is where I work with texture paste, heat embossing, stickles, all kinds of messy things right there on my all-purpose mat. It's also a great place to record videos. Here I have a camera mount that I bought on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. My husband helped me attach this phone mount onto a regular camera tripod. So you can see there how it's attached. This allows me to raise and lower my phone as needed during videos. The arm on this camera mount has about 5 spots where I can rotate and reach and bend to about 35 inches away from the actual tripod. That gives me plenty of room to work with as I'm getting closer or farther away or changing the angle on my video shot. For my fellow crafting friends who are watching this to get some ideas for their own video setup, I want to give you a few tips for when you're looking for a phone or camera mount. First of all, you want to make sure it has a really good reach. Like I said, this one has about a 35-inch reach. That allows me to get high enough above any of the large projects I have, like 2-page layouts. You also want to look for good rotation or swivel points in your phone mount. You're going to want to point it up or down or on the side or even facing you. So you want to make sure that there are quite a few different rotation points on the mount that you choose. You also want to look to see how your phone mount or camera mount is going to sit on your work surface. Is it a clamp or is it a stand? Sometimes stands get in the way, and sometimes clamps damage your work surface. If you choose a stand, you're going to want to make sure that it can handle the weight of your camera or phone and not tip over while you're using it. If you choose a clamp, you want a very well-built vise clamp that has some rubber inserts so that it doesn't damage your surface when you are clamping that mount onto your desk or table. Another thing you want to look for is how it holds your phone or camera. So I use a phone when I'm recording. My first clamp touched every button on the side of my phone, so that one went in the trash. This one holds my phone really tightly, doesn't touch any of the side buttons, and rotates 180 degrees to allow me to have my phone facing whatever direction I want. Another thing you will see on this recording station are lights. Lots and lots of lights. I talk about these lights in my photography how-tos on my blog. These are super, super bright LEDs, and I can brighten them or dim them as needed for my project. I also have another lamp here over on the side, and I have one that's down on the floor to catch any shadows that I might be causing when I'm standing in front of the project. Everything I have here plugs into this wonderful standing surge protector. I love this thing. There's a wireless phone charger on the top. There's USB plugs on the side. I can even plug in my Easy Press to this thing without having any electrical issues while I'm filming. All right, so let's take a look at what this looks like with all of the lights turned on. I have the floor light that I'm turning on high. I have the aught light that I'm turning on high. And I have this light over here on the side that I'm turning on high. Each one of these lights rotates and moves to the place where I need it to shine on my project. So I have this nice bright surface for filming. This area is great for small projects, but every now and then I have a very large project that I need to work on and I need to spread out. So I just move across the way to my desk. I can pick up the tripod with the phone mount. I have a photo backdrop there. I talk about that on my blog. I have these lights. Everything's all plugged in where it needs to be plugged in, and everything is all ready to go just right across the way. Not a whole lot of adjusting to my work surface. So here's a different look at that phone grip. So you can see there is a little bit of a clamp there that allows me to rotate it as needed. This clamp has a really, really tight grip. I don't have to worry about my phone falling out. I can move it up and down so that people can see something closer. I can move it farther away if the project is really, really large. And everything's right there on that tripod. So I can raise it and lower it if needed so that my camera is farther away from the project. I know that I talk a lot about this phone mount. I do not sell these. I am simply trying to show you what you need to look for in a mount. All right, so there are my two video recording stations. Very simple, very inexpensive, not a whole lot involved. After you've done all of that work to record those video tutorials, you're going to need to edit your videos. Here's where I sit and edit each one of my videos on my laptop. Some people use a computer, other people use their phone. The first thing you need to do is look into video editing software. Now, this search can get overwhelming because there are all kinds of options for you here. Some are free, some are paid, some for beginners. It gets overwhelming. I spent about 4 months researching different video editing software, trying to find one that worked for me. Let me tell you the features I was looking for. First of all, it needed to be compatible with my device. I use a laptop. You might be using a phone, so you need to make sure that that software will work with your device. The second thing I was looking for was the capability to use it offline. I don't always have access to Wi-Fi, and I wanted to be able to edit videos without having any internet signal. In fact, I have been known to edit videos while on an airplane, and let me just tell you, I got some really odd looks while I was doing that. The software also needs to be easy to use and operate. As tech savvy as I am, I wanted to be able to just dive in and be able to start editing videos without having to spend hours learning how to operate the program. I also wanted multiple export options. Some programs will export right to YouTube, others require you to save it as a certain format. I also wanted the capability to create GIFs, GIF. I use quite a few of those on my blog. The other thing I wanted to look for was a software whose company provided me help and tutorials, whether that was on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I needed to find a company that also helped you learn how to use their editing software. You might have other requirements you are looking for video editing software, and there are quite a few out there that offer free trials. I ended up choosing Movani. That was one that I liked, and after using its free trial, I ended up deciding to buy it. This software is super easy for me to use. Now, it doesn't come with a plethora of bells and whistles, but I have the option to add on more if I like. I do like all of the options that it does have available to me. On the left side, I have filters and transitions and text and stickers and all kinds of tools that I can use. They're all very simple. And like I said, you can add more to your software if you'd like. I also like that there are multiple export options. And Movani also provides me with lots of help on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Some of their videos are actually pretty funny. So I enjoy learning more about using this software and how I can make my videos better.
So, like I said, guys, very, very, very simple setup. I do not have a light studio. I don't have a camera assistant. I work in a 9x9 room, and I keep things simple and I keep things affordable. And I did this video today to show all of you crafters and consultants that creating craft videos for YouTube is not as difficult as it seems. It's very doable. I honestly hope this video inspired all of you guys to jump in and start looking into creating crafting videos for YouTube. I can't wait to see what you create.
If you enjoyed today's video and wish to see more, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you'd like to take another sneak peek into my craft space, you can click on that collection icon above. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.